Oh, there I am. There I am. I was wondering where I went. Wondering where I went for a moment there. Hello there. Hello again. Hello. Happy Friday night. Happy weekend. Happy start of the weekend. It may have started for you a few hours ago, but that's fine. We're all in the same place at the same time. That's perfectly fine. You get a temporary reprieve from the shackles of employment. But anyway, it is I, the Professor of Pugilism, the Archduke of Old School, the Lord of the Soup, the Master of Galaxies, the Man of the Hour, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, Poncho Smith here. Welcome in, welcome back, and as advertised, we are going to continue. We are going to mosey right along with Chapter 2 of this here Steins Gate computer video game visual novel semi-interactive story adventure, however you choose to characterize this particular genre of electronic entertainment. I don't have a Doc Tier Popper with me, as mages from the Neptunia series would say. I do not have Doc P with me. But I do have some strawberry raspberry flavored sparkling water. Hopefully that's an adequate substitute. So let's go ahead, let's go on and see what other time travel shenanigans we can get up to. Okay, first of all, let's check that email. Okay, it's Ferris. Okay, original sin level rising to 180. Kyomo and operating in the mundane world. You're supposed to be discreet, nya. You don't want them to know... Want? Then them. Them is capitalized for some strange reason. Okay. Do not want them to remember. Remember the morning... Okay, let's see. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined, although I suppose that might make things interesting. You, what are you scheming? Alright, message sent. Okay. Now we can return to the story in earnest. I wake to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. And I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing channel on my phone. And what perfect timing Taitor is currently posting in the thread. Okay. We're gonna get another big old dump of message board shit. Let me take another swig of my imitation Doc P. Okay. Per John Titor. The Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the word line's percent indifference from the standard. Die, troll. You claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. Oh, it's this curry Gohan character. This spicy curry Gohan character. If you can't possibly observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know, your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you, la 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 la. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details plots. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What the science done, JPEG? LOL. Noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This Titer guy is a shitty troll. Okay, here's a Halloween. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say, Titer's points have merit. By the way, Titer, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings. Okay, Everett Wheeler model equal many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Halloween Kyoma is more annoying than Titer. You call yourself John Titer, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Taitor-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then can I undo her death? So please, lend me your time machine. Toot-toot-oo! Hello, Polly. How you doing? How you doing? Happy Friday, Polly. Happy friggin' Friday to you. Doing good. I'm winding, I'm loosening up. I'm stretching, I'm in good as I can be. Well, you had a little bit of work done that you'd been hoping to get done for a hot moment there. So by the sounds of it, that seemed to have gone. You seem to have gotten some resolution out of it, and I'm glad for that. I really am. Yeah, but yeah, welcome to get the bigger problem fixed. Well, one step first, one step in front of the other. You know, it's a process as with anything in life. There are always steps to these things. Yeah. Nobody needs extra lumps in their lives. Okay, where were we at? Okay. Oh, curry, spicy curry is going off again. You're gonna believe the time traveler? Lol. Without proof? Are you an idiot? Okay. Alright, here's the big exposition. The big statement. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. When a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it World Line B. On World Line B, I'm afraid to say, channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all your memories of reading and posting on channel will disappear to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. Who controls the past now? Controls the future. Who controls the present now? Controls the past, or something like that. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. Do not believe his lies. Do not believe John G's lies. I've taken another sip. Still some ice in this bottle of sparkling water. Almost has a bit of a slushy-like consistency, which I enjoy. Okay, do not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro-black holes. Okay, response to... Okay, Hyoin, we are responding to, this Curry Gohan Joker. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you close-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Titer has to say, and then I will make contact with Titer and acquire this time machine myself. The great mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. Even back then, I think sleazebag was kind of a mild insult. It's like calling someone a dummy poopy face, or something like that. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. Okay, this one's a little more savage. This is what I expect from online discourse. I won't believe it until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Yeah, this is an old game. Only we were nowhere close to 8 billion at that point. Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes, lol 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 lol. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'ma go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Does Titer have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe. Who's the cutest anime girl to ever rock a mohawk? I think, Polly, you might be better equipped to answer that than I can. And come to think of it, there's shockingly few prevalent mohawked anime girls who I feel would fit the moe description. I think back in the 80s, I remember someone on Blue Sky posting a random pic of, like, I guess someone who was supposed to be, the name of the wrestler, Dump Matsumoto. Yeah, Japanese lady wrestler from the 80s, Dump Matsumoto. I think I actually saw a pic of her represented in an anime, or there was like some reference to her, some allusion to her, who that was supposed to be Dump Matsumoto. Dump Matsumoto, yes, a fucking legend in Japanese women's Kurisu, Joshi, I think. Although some of her ring attire was a little questionable with the, I wasn't too fond of the swastika drawn on her head. Then again, that was old school wrestling. You did stuff to be edgy. You did stuff to get heat. It is what it is. Seriously, look at what like fucking Fritz von Erich and Colonel De Beers. If you really want to see examples of, like, you know, people just doing it for the heat. Okay. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some Ava-level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. You know, I don't remember a giant tree in Evangelion. Okay, is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when a divergence changes. What's a road warrior? Did the 1980s not exist when this guy was in this guy's timeline? They didn't have the old Mad Max. They didn't have Welcome to Thunderdome. They didn't have Hawk and Animal. More wrestlers. I guess those guys, that wasn't a big deal in his timeline. Okay. Taking another swig. Swiggity swoogity. Someone's knocking. Someone's coming knocking. I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Oh hey, it's Suzuha. Suzuha. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Tube Workshop. Oh, she's here to collect the rent money. Everybody hide. When her eyes meet, she smiles. Daru's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside. what was this girl's name again? Motherfucker, I remembered it. You should too. I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. Suzu Amore. There we go. Wait, who was the... Wasn't there a VTuber with an Amore? Aya Amare. That's who I'm thinking of. Aya Amare. She's from Niji En. That's who I was thinking of. Alright, Amane. Amane Suzuha. With these Japanese names, my emphasis on specific syllables fucking goes all over the place, so... You know, you'll have to get used to that. The emphasis changes on how I'm feeling at that moment. And in the interest of vocal preservation, I'm only reading lines that aren't being read out by somebody else. Yes, impressive name. She sniffed us out! She's a narc! Not like Narc the video game. But I don't think we fight Mr. Big here. I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. The fuck? Is he a praying mantis on the b-ball court like MCA was? But Suzuha just stares blankly. Our mail... Oh, we have one of those. Okay. You know, mailboxes. I lower my guard. Why didn't she just say so? She was too say-so to say so. Christ, she's got one of these too. This is like the third instance of seeing that on someone's face. We have this, we have Mayuri, and we have Ferris, who are all very adept at doing the cat emoji smile. Anyway. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming? She's impressed, I'm sure. Oh, she hit the target there. She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. Add another massive fucking chuny to the pile, then. Me and my big mouth. It's my big mouth. It's my big name. Who put on my shoes while I'm walking? How does it go? Walk into the Hall of Fame. It's an Oasis song. Shit. Hold on. See, I get sidetracked like a motherfucker. Hold on. Not slowly down the Hall of Fame. That wouldn't make sense. Oh, it is slowly down the Hall of Fame. Into my big mouth, you could fly a plane. Who put on my shoes while they're walking slowly down the Hall of Fame. There we go. There we go. I know what I'm doing, man. I know what I'm doing. The window. Yes, man, you have one of those too. Come to think of it, it was open and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. Daru's he's cranking his hog in silence. He's very good at that. I guess Daru's working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly, its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it? But Zuzuha opens the Brawn Tube workshop door with a wry smile. How do we say that? Reconnoiter? Reconnoiter. 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 We're going with reconnoiter. Now, there is a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? I follow Zuzuha into the store. Also, I'm holding my wireless mouse off the table, in my right hand. Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Or else men in black will raid us. Oh, good to know. As Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. Don't know if that picked up. All is quiet inside the Brawn Tube workshop. That gigantic TV isn't on. Oh, Luca, what do you want? I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Okay, would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with your samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. Very good, Luca. Very good. Well, we're starving here, so well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want to. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. Of course you would. Of course you guys would. Okay. Wait, did I fucking send that? Hold on. I got to be thorough. Gotta be thorough. Gotta be punctual with my responses. I try to be punctual with the phone emails and with my work emails. I genuinely try to do that. Mr. Braun's not here either. He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says like I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to pull a "back soon" sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone. Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter. Damn, manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently it was already written out. Okay, she's on top of things. Cool. Wait, did she say... Do you not have back muscles, man? Put your spine into it. Okay, I thought I heard something else. Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman. Babe, we've been that way for a while. She mutters, her tone pensive. Tch, how sarcastic of her. Okay. Whatever you say, Chief. Applause. Yeah, very wish fulfillment-y here. No one falls for fucking dorks that easy. Especially one with a fake mad scientist name. But hey, you know, they gotta appeal to their audience. Coloring gentle... Excuse me? Pardon me? What do you mean, coloring gentleman? Does he have a coloring book on his person at all times? Okay, this power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. Susuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as to hide her surprise. No, he's not an Esper. This ain't Haruhi Suzumiya. When I nod, she whispers into my ear. Not in this production. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding. Combat application. Huh. Oh, whoa, chill, babe, chill. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? And let's scroll to the tip list. A mock battle using air guns, Weekend Warriors. Primarily played outside the mountains. Participants generally wear camouflage. She strikes me as the paintball type. Oh, those are the vibes I'm getting. No, wait, don't tell me. Okay, Golgo, I do get that reference. She's playing dumb! She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday. Okay. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet, invisible sparks scatter. Alright. Oh, saved by the bell. Oh, Shining Finger. Shining Finger is the, is the device your wife hides in her nightstand when you're not able to live up to expectations. Wait, why the fuck am I checking my own phone? Holy fuck. I don't know why I did that. I don't know that this game is getting to me. Okay, por favor. She's trying to get us in Spanish tunes. O ka be ku n. I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know, and please tell me the super hacker's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first, Moeka. Yeah, we will let her wait. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's your fucking phone, you picked it. Wait. Actually, hold on, I picked the phone. It's my own fucking fault. Well, you're gonna listen to that ringtone. Fuck you, Rentaro. It's most likely from that male demon Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. I never give people my address. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it? She doesn't know Golgo, but she knows what Death Note is. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist? This is the universe where Golgo existed, but Death Note didn't. Wait, 2009, 2010. Death Note was a thing by then, right? Oh, like when the when a drug cartel marks you for a targeted assassination. Maybe it's along those lines. This girl is hard to get a handle on. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cuz Suzuha's too hard to handle now. Da-da-da. Okay. Now, however the song goes, I know it because the Black Crows did it. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak. Hmm. Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, I'm sure everyone who's seeking that thing is just a really committed hobbyist.
IBN 5100を実際に探し回ってみたが、結局空き場にはなかったというオチは知っている。そっか。そりゃそうだよね。何か知っている口ぶりだな。いや、知ってるような知ってないようなって感じかな。私は知らないけど、遠い知り合いが知ってて。
Heard it from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information, she just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face. Okay, Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
教える気なくなっちゃった。
そもそも俺は IBN5100 になど興味はない。
I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime, after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもない。その面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない。
うわぁ、そこまで言う？確かに私、挙動不審だけどね。
Just a little tiny bit sus.
じゃあさ、教えないけど、ヒントだけあげるよ。そんで、わかりそうでわからないもどかしさに身もだえちゃえ。実は、IBN5100 には隠された機能があるんだよ。
A hidden function? That reminds me, I'm pretty sure John Titer from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か IBN5100 には独自のプログラミング言語がどうたらこうたら。
嘘！なんで知ってんの？なんで？
I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin.
能力名サイズハンク。俺は貴様の心の内を読み取ることができるのだ。
I don't think that's what leading question means. For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. Why? That's not enough to escape my power.
全てはお見通しだ。アマネスズハ。観念するがいい。
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの。AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた、IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思う。
Programming language before APL and BASIC became widespread. Okay, BASIC, short for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, a beginner's programming language frequently used in the 1970s. And short for a programming language introduced in 1964. Okay, pre-1964. Okay. We're dealing with something ancient here. Ancient technology. Now I remember. John Titer said the same thing in 2000, and right after that, an IBN engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
The reason Titer traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
だから IBN5100 ってすっごくレアな PC なの。
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. Yeah, she's got a prototype of a fidget spinner. So IBN 5100s are super rare? Maybe if I get one I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first I have to deal with CERN. Okay, back to the thread. Got another sip there. Alright. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. There's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Titor guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum. Okay, the world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now that system works flawlessly. Right now you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. Don't clip that. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I should really kill your father. Protect the future. Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bullshit and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears, lol 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 lol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? Here's Kyoma. That would make you no better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titor, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBN 5100? Is John Titor plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Titor was crazy, but this Yoeen guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys, lol. World War III, Lamau. Isn't there supposed to be an IBN 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III. Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. Okay. 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more now. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. God. No, I won't even say it. I don't want someone trying to talk me into doing a 40-hour stream. That's not happening. Will not. I refuse. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decide to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on channel. I guess that's his way of saying, bring it on. In my email, I question the differences between his posts and his posts 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100. The IBN 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBN 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBN's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. but only certain IBN engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titer meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titer was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Titer is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titer correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though we only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, remember that? Remember that? Popularly known as the Y2K bug, at the turn of the 21st century, there was concern over the possibility of widespread computer failure when the year turned 2000. In order to save memory space, old operating systems almost always abbreviated years to the final two digits. Hence, when 1999 changed to 2000, the last two digits would change from 99 to 2000. If its programming didn't anticipate that change, the computer could erroneously assume that the year was 1900. It was rumored that computers in the military, financial, and government sectors might malfunction and cause worldwide catastrophe. To address this issue, countermeasures were taken in the mid-1990s to manually update every program. As a result of these countermeasures, the year 2000 problem was averted. Okay, Civil War in America, cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Insecure men. Okay, we've got the whole thing listed now. Oh, that's my time to, Okay, proofreading. Alright, let's send it now. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titer. So what are your true colors? There we go. There's the tuturu we all came for. Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self. Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her own convenience store bag, and then she takes out canned Odin. A canned meal sold in vending machines. Each can contains a hot broth with various Odin ingredients, such as boiled egg, radish, konjac, beef, and tofu. A popular Akihabara specialty. I haven't said Akihabara in a while, so I'm a little rusty on that one. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Or perhaps in this instance, what's for breakfast. You don't really associate beef with breakfast too often, I don't think. Because you're usually eating like pork sausage or bacon or something like that. Unless you get like a breakfast burger or something. Don't combine bananas with chicken. Gordon Ramsay hates that shit. Mayuri would give Gordon Ramsay the banana chicken, and he'd flip his shit. I consider saying, you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat no matter how much she eats.
あとね、他にもあるよ。はい、じゃーん。
What the fuck? Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration. Small box. Box, not bucks. I'm sorry.
ライネットソーセージ。あのね、おまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだ。
Did they make the sausage from real Oopas? I wonder if they made a joke like that. Yeah, well, that's why we don't have your metal Oopa anymore. We turned them into sausage. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time this lab will be neck-deep in Oopa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
で、ダル君はどう？
苦戦中だ。少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな。何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだから。
ダル君のスーパーハッカー魂がメラメラバーニングしちゃったんだね。
His fighting spirit.
そこハッカーって言わないよ。
Who's trying to get back with me? Styclad. Okay. Oh, Amane, her email. This is Amane Suzuha. First email, thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay, don't worry. I won't email you too much and I might be slow to reply. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. I haven't used cell phones much. Let's see. Where were you living before? Okay. An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thunk.
ピリピリしてる。
Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
でも、ハッキングって悪いことなんだよね。マユシーはね、二人にそういう。
Mayuri dear, you were cavorting with guys who would download a car. This is who you're dealing with.
ダルのスーパーハッカーじゃなくて、ハッカーとしての腕前。使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため、世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
Yes. Yeah. Let's go with that. Bad things are bad. That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it, we are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. We can't rewind, we've gone too far. I need to change the subject.
マユリよ、さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
それならうずら卵がいいな。
ふざけるな。俺は牛すじの次にうずら卵が好きなのだ。
He needs all the animal protein. Subsist off of, like, carbs and glucose, woman.
マユシンもうずら卵好きだもん。
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
わかったよ。
I would have inhaled that soup all by myself already. With that said, I skewer the chikua and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。うへへへへ。僕をなめんな。
Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Everything in its right place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him this serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ来た来た来たいいよいいよほら観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつーのすっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよひゃっ
I don't think he's ever said that to anyone in person ever. His eyes are bloodshot and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Well, it did for me. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the Enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
お来た来た ID とパス一致ひょっログイン完了だゴラ死ねえなめんな
Hell yeah, brother!
Yes.
What enthusiasm!
誰やったのか
The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. That doesn't look like an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into Le Petit Mort. Oh no. Oh shit, hiccups. Hold on. Hold on. Hiccup here real quick. Wait for it, give it a moment. Like, I'm drinking something carbonated and I have hiccups, so I cured it by drinking more of the carbonated thing. But this time with my nostrils pinched. That tends to have, like, the highest success rate of every, hiccup cure I've ever tried. Lipit, I am scared. Oh, wait. Oh, Sage time. Okay, I thought that was gonna be like a, some type of fashion boutique for small-bodied people. A condition of mental and physical release unique to the male physiology. Oh, so basically bust a nut. Characterized by a feeling of supreme calm and composure, entering the state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as Hyper Sage time or Saint time. Is it time for the saints to come marching in? Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. When the saints come marching in. She doesn't know what's happening, but she's happy for you. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろ
Wonder if I can order one.
よくやったやはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカー
I do wonder if because I think we do got some Asian markets in town. I'm wondering if I could find an Odin can. Or if those are just too exclusive to Japan to really make it outside.
ハッカーな
Outside of Japan.
ハッカーだお前が敵でなくてよかったそれで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか
いやまだ見てねっつーの繋がっただけまここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな
All downhill from here.
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれきっとあるはずなのだ陰謀の影が
Okay.
はいはいやりますよでもその前におでん缶食わせろ
Fine. Eat then. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな。
どういうこと？
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル一覧をゲットしたんよ。そっから111111とか
GGGGGGG
みたいな簡単なパスワードを使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけ。その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけど、さすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ。
Do you prefer log on or log in? Or are those generally interchangeable? Interchangeable to you?
日本語で OK だよ。
右に同じく。
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったなら、セルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけど、そうじゃない普通の研究員ならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な。
Huh.
ダルク、エッチだ
エロい例えをするな。つまり見られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろう。
そういうこと。サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くてあんま。
He feels asleep. It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。6000人以上。
6,000, it's over 6,000! That many?
とりあえずこの加速器部門担当者の、名前は
What's his name?
ジャックさんのメールのログをちょろっと覗かせてもらおうよ。
Jack who? And of course the emails come up in English.
うわー、眉毛は頭が痛くなってきました。
Oh no, long English. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
誰よ、なんと書いてあるのだ。
翻訳しないと。
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
Who the fuck is Dr. Excite? A machine translation site. Okay.
そんなめんどいことしてらんねえっつの。
Okay. Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
新年の挨拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
That email's normal, nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
他人のメールを勝手に見るのって。
Yeah, I know, that's bad. That's bad too, I understand. Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upa cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable, however...
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ身。何の良心の呵責も感じないの。
Okay, gotta be as chuny as ever, man.
責任はすべてこの俺が取る。ダリアマユに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
うほ、僕、オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
There's yeah, you can clip that. That's good to know. Daru. Yeah, he said he was bi earlier in a previous stream, so yeah, he'll take it any way he can. Bravo, Daru. Bravo.
それはお断りだ。
Damn.
というわけでダルよ、心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシーは悲しいです。
Mayushi's sad when you're doing Daru in the butt, apparently. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されてる。
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
ま、この程度の暗号を解くのはへでもないがな。
Nice, Super Haka. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sync is deciphering the crappy machine translation. Hi, Pole. My most beloved co-worker, Pole.
Hi, Paul.
そういう演技は無用だ。
サイですか?
I think I saw a typo. Or did I? No, not you, not you. Oh, that act. Oh, he was commenting on what he said. Okay.
今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。しかし報われない仕事だと思わないか？この子猫、大猫と言うべきか？はははははは。
That's a long cat.
この人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで、もっとも公表されたらされたでいい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろう。
9年
Daru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out.
今のメール、翻訳ミスということはないのか?
Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね？ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
だとしたら妙なことになる。LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはず。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
おかしいな。
The email's send date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro-black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous... Robert Zemeckis! That's who they're talking about! Zemeckis. But it's Zemeckis here. Zemeckis. Super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. Back to the Future, I'm guessing. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world? And it's related to time travel?
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。 タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
マジでか。
I don't know if Daru was questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
どのメールにもタイムマシンって単語は出てこないけど、 Z プログラムって単語がこの数ヶ月で100箇所以上も使われてる。これ今 LHC を使ってやってる実験のことじゃね？
その具体的な内容はブラックホールの生成実験か。
どっかに資料は、お、見つけた。
Daru opens a PDF attachment.
ほほう、なんかこれフランスとイギリスとオランダのトップシークレット扱いっぽい。
Holland, now referred to as the Netherlands.
国家最高機密。
セルンは国家機関じゃないはずなのに、なんでだろう。つうか国家機密ってさすがにまずいんじゃね？
構わん。詳細を調べろ。
いやいや、バレたらただじゃ済まんし。
お前はハッキングで足がつくような無能なのか？
Don't be a chicken.
そうならないよ。
Don't chicken out on me.
だったら何も問題はない。
そりゃどうも。
Daru makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日、第137次 Z プログラム実験レポート。
That's my favorite Suda51 game. Human is Dead. My favorite game by from Grasshopper. I believe I haven't streamed any Suda51 yet. Feel like I'm long overdue for that.
なお、ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているため報告は省く。第一に、
ストップストップ。
All of a sudden, Titor's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは LHC を使ったミニブラックホール生成に成功していたのだ。
公式には実験はまだ成功してないって発表されてるのにな。
This is what Titor was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的は新しい素粒子反応を起こすことであってミニブラックホール生成じゃないし。
Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでにミニブラックホールは生成されている。
みたいだな。
その先には何と書いてある？
実験結果エラー、ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ、詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートナンバー14を参照。リフターの調整、および各局所場適合地点をオンライン。
Jellyman, is that like jellyfish? Jellyman, my favorite Mega Man character.
どういう意味だ？
ヒューマンイズデッドって人が死んだって意味じゃね？
Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist Yoin Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポートというのは何だ？
That would be a good band name, Jellyman's Report. Daru starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
ジャックさんのメールには見当たらないな。誰かもっと偉い人かサーバー管理者のパスを手に入れないと。
ではそれは後回しだ。タイムマシンについて探してくれ。
さすがに出てこないんじゃね？
After that, Daru spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's mail. But he doesn't find anything about time machines.
加速器技術委員会とか LHC 計画責任者とかって単語が出てきたから、その辺の ID を見当つけて探すかな。そっちからならもっと突っ込んだ情報が手に入るかもしれんわな。
ジャックさんの ID では調べられないのか。
Daru shakes his head.
では今日のところはこれまでか。
ちなみにさ、今見てたのがセルンの一番でかいサーバーなんだけど、実はもう一個妙なデータベースがあったんだよね。
妙というと？
バグってた。
バグ？
Buggy.
いや、バグっつうか。
Like Bagu from Zelda 2, Brother of Error.
もう意味不すぎてむちゃくちゃっつうか、全くもって解読不能です。本当にありがとうございましたっつうか。
暗号化されている可能性は？
あれは暗号には見えないのだぜ。そもそもプログラムとして成立してないんだよね。ただそんな誰にも見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
気になるの？
ちょっと解析してみるわ。
Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
ああ、わからん。全然わからん。こんなん絶対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねカスがウェッケー。
Oh, he's freaking it! He's freaking it! Oh, great, he snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。
This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。もう休め、誰？
そうするわ。つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、作ったやつにしかわからんよ。こんなん見たことないし。
A program unlike anything he's seen. Okay, so we gotta take this one. John Titor. Are you being honest? Okay. If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBN 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set aside this possibility. Let's set this possibility aside. Pardon me. Okay, head to mute for a sneeze. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean 10 years ago you existed on a different world line than the one we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories from a previous world line unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines.
そうか。今、点が線で繋がろうとしているぞ。
Jigsaw falling into place.
何の話？
Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
ジョン・タイタン、セル、タイムマシン。
These things are all connected. And now, I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体、判明するかもしれんぞ。
え、マジで？
Oh, it's the 5100, right? I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposed bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message, "Does this code look familiar?" and send it to Titer. A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything Super Hakadaru has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが正しければ、ジョン・タイターが知っている。
はあ？それはないわ。
なんとでも言うがいい。答えはすぐに出る。
We wait for Titer's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. That's written in proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. I thought so. Yeah, I figured that's where we were going. I quickly open the mail. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body.
やはりな。
やはりって？
ダルよ。俺の予想は正しかった。判明したぞ。そのプログラムの正体が。
IBN5100。
That looks... Oh, that is positively ancient. That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save for a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Titer, who appeared in 2000. A while after Titer posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Zuzuha about this only yesterday.
AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBM の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？今や IBM5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work, or I guess they're not talking about the Police album. Not talking about Sting and Stuart Copeland. A meaningful coincidence. Simultaneity. My first try, too. The feeling that two casually unrelated events have a meaningful deterministic relationship. For example, a vase fell and shattered, and at the same time, my grandmother died in the hospital. Nearly everyone has felt synchronicity at some point in their lives, a concept advocated by Swiss I know that word, why can't I say it? By Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. Carl Jung, Carl Jung, whichever you prefer. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
いいな。断じていいなだ。我らにとってこの発見はまさに必然。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということだ。
つまりセルンは IBN5100 を使ってこのデータベースを構築したって？互換性のないマシンを使って？なんでそんなわけわからんことを？
ならば聞くが、 外部からのクラッキングに対する最高のセキュリティ方法は何だ?
External cracking. In computer terminology, actions including illegal access to networked systems and data tampering, often confused with hacking, but hacking originally means the constructive study of software. Cracking, on the other hand, is a malicious act. Oh, god damn it, another one of these. A computer that is not connected to any other computer or network. Daru quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
IBN 5100でしか解読できないなら、それは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか。
ゆえに、そこに眠るのはセルンにとって最重要の機密だということだ。
つか、オカリンはなんでその隠された機能のこと知ってるん？ソースは？
俺の頭の中に眠る膨大なインデックスに記述されている。どうでも言っておこう。
Librorum prohitorum. You pretentious wanker. Taitor said it himself 10 years ago, but Daru wouldn't believe me even if I told him the truth. I ignore Daru's retort.
マユリ、大事な話があるから集まれ。
ここからでも聞こえるよ。
Mayuri's suing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
聞こえるとか聞こえないとかの問題ではないのだ。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所にとって
Okay, emergency club meeting.
運命を左右する会議なのだよ。だからもっとこう秘密めいた感じというか、企んでいる感じを出したい。
Get all the important people here. Okay, it's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault. Oh, come on, you fucking prick. Leave her alone! Well, I can't have everything in my way. Or can't have everything my way. You can't always get what you want.
二人とも聞け。これより未来ガジェット研究所は緊急極秘作戦を発動させる。これは世界を影から操る巨大な闇との戦いの第一歩となるだろう。敵はセルン。世界的な研究機関でありながら邪悪な研究に見られた連中である。
オカリン、声でけえ。徹夜明けにはきついっす。
Yeah, maybe lay off a little bit. Crap. I guess I am being too loud. That kinda ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch.
いいか。世界にマッドサイエンティストは2人いらん。奴らに先んじられる前に我らが出し抜いてやるのだ。
奴らって？
奴らは奴らだ。
Them. Them. Always causing problems, them.
つまり、この秋葉のどこかにあるという幻のレトロ PC。IBN5100 を手に入れる。
Okay, so we've got our mission now. I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it. Is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you two aren't excited?
僕探すのはパス。マジで寝させてよ。それとセルンの中をもっと探りたい件について。
そう。まあ、それができるのは。
He's earned his break.
では、IBN5100 の捜査官は俺と無
理だよ。
Why not? Mayuri makes an apologetic face. Oh, okay, that. Okay, that's valid. So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Well, yeah.
この件は俺が何とかする。そうと決まった以上、俺のやり方に口出しは無用だ。分かったな。
また何か悪いことしようとしてる？
He was born that way. I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me. Did she do the Akira slide?
Hi, Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something? But I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. Oh, I guess we weren't supposed to know, it was her bicycle until this scene. It's the same bicycle that was in front of the Brawn Tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her. I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive.
なかなかのテクだな。
自転車ってほんと楽しいよね。私、自転車乗るのってこの町に来てからが初めてでさ。
Fun bicycle, 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 I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike, I want to ride my bicycle, want to ride it where I like. Bike lanes for everybody.
初めて自転車に？
そう、バイクはよく乗ってたんだけどね。
Ah, close enough. Isn't that backwards? Weird girl. And what's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet.
今からバイトか？
さあ、
The Brawn Tube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Brawn's mood.
ちょうどよかった。お前に話がある。
これから開店準備しなきゃいけないんだよね。
このオンボロブラウン管屋に何を準備することがある？
ないね、まったく。店の前をチョロチョロっと掃き掃除するぐらい。中は掃除しようとすると店長が怒るし、これが完璧な配置なんだよって。
Yeah, basically looking busy. She gets paid to look busy. Valid. So he's paying her to not clean. Something's wrong with that guy.
ならば話をさせてもらおう。
でもな、眠いしな。
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her.
あまり俺を怒らせない方がいい。
今すぐじゃないとダメな感じ？
My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
じゃあどうぞ。
Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle. Then she turns to me.
ただし、手短に頼むよ。
IBN5100 はどこにある？不明？何？
She said she doesn't have the intel yet. Oh.
昨日のお前の口ぶりは知っているように見えた。
知ってるのは私の知り合いだってば。
Knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
その知り合いのところへ案内してもらおう。嫌だとは言わせん。拒否するよ。お前はこの世の地獄を見ることになる。
He'll be twice the insufferable chuny he is now.
無理。
Oh, come on, I even said I'd show you a living hell.
会いたくても会えないからさ。
どういう意味だ？まさか想像上の存在か？
死んだから。何年も前に。
They've been dead for years. Oh.
すまなかった。
A convenient excuse.
いいのいいの。まあそんなわけで私の持ってる情報 そんなに大したことないわけ。むしろ私の方が教えてもらいたいぐらいだよ。
Oh, I just remembered something. Okay. Suzuha pats me on the shoulders. Funny. You think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Braun opens the door and makes his appearance.
おいバイト、まだ3日目なのに遅刻してんじゃねえ。
ああ、店長。ごめん、ちょっと朝から立て込んでてさ。
真面目にやらねえならいつでもクビにするからな。岡部もうちのバイトに手つけようとしてんじゃねえぞ。
浴場しているのはあなたではないのか、ミスター・ブラウン。
もしナイがいる前でそういうこと言ってみろ。
Boy, we sure really like tempting fate in front of the muscle man here.
そもそもそんなしょんべんくせえガキに浴場なんかするかよ。
何を？店長、今の取り消して。
Suzuha's actually mad now. Alright. Paris. Doth thou desire chaos, Nia? Alright.
なんだよ、怒ったのか。
You mad, bro? You mad?
私はガキじゃない。一人前の戦士だよ。
お前何言ってんだ。
Suzuha's burning passion has the manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly.
いい目をしているな、バイト戦士。現代人にはない野獣さながらのギラギラした輝きが。
And we'll be referring to her, or he'll be referring to her as the part-time warrior from here on out.
その目を忘れるな。そうすればお前は必ずやバイト戦士から真の戦士へとクラスチェンジできるだろう。
っていうか、私はもう戦士なんだってば。
セルンとラグナロックの暁には共に戦おうではないか。それまで精進するがいい。
Ragnarok. They talked about Ragnarok in Max Payne, they're talking about it in this game. Final War of the Gods, Twilight of the Gods, Norse mythology.
ラグナロック？
Suzuha looks confused.
何それ？
セルンと最終決戦。
そんなの起きる予定があるの？あるならぜひ参加するけど、聞いたことないな。
当たり前だ。今初めて明かしたのだからな。ラグナロックは俺が起こす。世界を作り変えるためにだ。
おお、岡部倫太郎ってば勇ましいじゃん。どうせ失敗するだろうけど、その心意気は好きだよ。
She likes the cut of our jib.
私の仲間も君ぐらい気概があればよかったんだけどな。
Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Hyoin Kyoma into this girl.
なんでうちの店の周りには変なやつばっか集まってくんだよ。たく。
Yeah, good question.
バイト、いいからさっさと店に入れ。
じゃあね、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store.
おかり、待って待って。
Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha.
やはり一緒に探す気になったか。いいラボメン精神だ。
違うよ。お昼ご飯を買ってこようかと思って。
Okay.
だ
We can do brunch. She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet. Lunch is whenever you feel it is.
どこで買うつもりだ？
どうしようかな。
Whataburger. Portillo's. Jollibee. What else? What else? I don't know, Rallies. Mayuri places her finger on her bottom lip, in thought as she walks.
サンボの牛丼もいいな。
Okay. Never a bad time for beef, I guess. This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sanbo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First-timers are often cowed by the old-school atmosphere. Well, that's how you know it's legit. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male, but Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sanbists, regular Sanbo customers, are posting comments online like, "The goddess has arrived," or, "Goddess for the win." And I don't mean CPU goddesses.
まだ回転していないぞ。
I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often, and each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky, as if entranced. Okay, I remember that little bit from the anime, that little clip. I know what that's about. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic, or perhaps childish.
星に届かないかなって思って。
Excuse me while I kiss the sky. When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she only reached out to the night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like, now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy.
星なんて見えないだろ。
I walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
あのね、お昼でもお星様はそこにあるんだよ。
哲学的なことを言うのは結構だが、道のど真ん中で立ち止まるのは危ないだろうが。
She owns the street.
そうだね。そうそう。今空を見てて思ったんだけどね。マユシーは今日のお昼はラーメンにします。
Uh-huh. How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. Hey, look, my brain makes all sorts of bizarre connections too. Don't be hating. I know I said I'd search for the IBN 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent about an hour in an internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobashi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. It's Saturday, so it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. Hold on. My allergies are making me drop bits. So it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. My glottal stops aren't stopping. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Daru's well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh, yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBN 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contact that male demon, though. And we can fucking do whatever. Once I finish drinking my juice, I aimlessly head towards Chuodori. What was the other, we say? I'm really reluctant to contact. I don't know Shining Finger's phone number, so I'll just send her an email for the time being. And then comes an email. Huh? Thanks for the email. I've been waiting. I don't like talking on the phone, so let's exchange emails instead. Wait, she wants it by email? There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. I need to find out her phone number. Give me your phone number along with any information you have on the IBN 5100. And then send... We're gonna make her work for it. Actually talk to us. You know, in some instances, for me, someone who was not super thrilled about talking on the phone, I do reach points where I'm like, you know what, it's just easier to speak it. Just easier to talk. Just easier to, like, just get it out there. It's faster that way. I look up after finishing my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of Radycon. I guess the satellite is still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died down since the day of the crash, either. Radycon is still closed. And, of course, the satellite is still there. Not 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Right as I'm about to look down and read the email, I catch a sight of a familiar face in the crowd. Oh, hey, it's Christina. Good old Kurisu. Or Kurisu. Kurisu.
ここで何をしている？
あのな、私がいつ助手になった？
She looks like she'll snap at me. She looks like she'll snap at me, so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking my email. What is wrong with this woman? I told her to tell me her phone number and she just ignored me. And she doesn't even have any information. How useless can you be?
なんで私、あんたに睨まれてるわけ？
気にするな。イライラしているのはお前が原因ではない。
八つ当たりか。睨まないでよ。
Why do I feel like that her lines are mixed, like quite a bit lower than everyone else's? Or maybe that's just the voice direction they went with.
お前だって以前、俺のことを何度も睨んだだろう。
それはあんたが変態行為を。
You said hentai in public! Jesus Christ. Tell me the super hacker's address. God damn it, no. I want to snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? You making fun of me with that? With that cute little musical note. You're not getting anything from me. Anyway, why does she need to send me 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well just combine them into one.
そんなに嫌なメールが来たの？
嫌というより常識外れなのだ。
I can't quite describe it in one word. Okay, stop sending me all these short emails. I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. Recall me. I feel a little satisfied after sending that email. I turn to Kurisu again.
それで、クリスティーナ。
My favorite classic novel about being stuck in an island. Robinson Kurisu.
せめて呼び名ぐらい統一してほしいわけだが。私が何してたって別にいいでしょ。
なんだ？何を責めている？
拗ねてない。ただ
Again, she's not pouting. Resting bitch face is very real. I suffer from it myself.
何をバカな。お前はすでにラボメンなのだ。ラブの利益のために働いてもらわないと困る。
Well, she is only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much out of her as we can. Kurisu sighs and looks up at the satellite. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction.
人工衛星を見に来たのか？
まあね。信じられないと思うね。人工衛星って普通大気圏で燃え尽きるように軌道を計算して落とされるのに、あそこまで完全な形で残ってるなんて。
And that's to say nothing about the huge hole it punched in the building. Are satellites that durable?
そもそもあれはどこの人工衛星だったのだ？
まだ分かってないって。旧ソ連のものかもって噂だけど、ロシアは否定してる。おかげで撤去しようにもできないらしい。
3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell a conspiracy.
そうか。あれも機関の差し金だったのだ。あの時ラジカンにいたこの俺を抹殺するためのな。
機関？何それ？
機関は機関だ。
Okay, time to fill her in.
正式名称は別にあるが、その存在を知る者は全員イフの感情を込めて機関とだけ呼ぶ。世界を影から操る国家を超越した秘密機関である。政治、経済、宗教、すべてを掌握しているのだ。
どう見ても陰謀論です。本当にあり。
Thank you very much. This phrase is commonly used on the internet as a way of punctuating a statement. It originates from a story posted on channel in which a man tries to pass his bodily fluids off as a popular soft drink. It was obviously, thank you very much. Obviously, piss! Piss! Daru can talk about somebody doing him in the butt, but we can't say piss. Okay. Well, it didn't specify piss. Maybe it was blood. Maybe it was like piss, blood, and cum in my bottle. I've come round full circle. Alright, back out of there. Kurisu hangs her head and blushes for some reason.
どうかしたか？
どうもしてない。
Actually, I think with that, she just outed herself. Potentially outed herself as a channer.
ないから、それ以上追求したら叩くわよ。
But back when people would have a sense of shame about being chronically online. Crazy girl.
それより、例の電話レンジはどうなった？
Back when people were ashamed to be terminally online. Maybe we should start shaming those types again.
何をそんなに興奮しているのだ？ちなみに電話レンジではなく電話レンジ過去仮であって。
いいから答えなさい。どうなったの？
進展はない。実験を繰り返してみたが、今のところあの放電現象は
The no prevail, no dice, no bueno. Was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBN 5100, and you're the only lead I have right now. I'm relying on you, Okabe-kun. I swear I won't send any more short mail, so please don't abandon me. I need you to help me look for an IBN 5100. I promise to let you know as soon as I learn anything, so let's work together, okay? Looks like she's rethinking things. Hopefully I don't have to worry about any more email assaults.
ハロー。人と話してるときにメールしないでくれる？
そう言うな。メールマガ改心したのだから、それについてきちんと評価してやらねばならない。
Yeah, brought her to heel.
なんでそんなに偉そうなんだ。
その言葉、そっくりそのまま返してやるぞ、クリスティーナ。
I think old Christina here, I mean, she graduated from university. I think she's earned the right to be a little bit pompous. Unlike some people we know. Okay, let's send a reply. Apology accepted. I'm looking for an IBN 5100 too. I agree that we should exchange information. I'll let you know when I have something. You don't need to reply to this mail. I type that out and send it.
メール交換は済んだ？法王院さん。
俺のマナーを覚えている。いかにも。我が名は法王院京馬だ。
皮肉で言ったのよ。
Being facetious.
どこが皮肉なんだ？お前は俺の正しい名を呼んだ。何も間違いはない。助手としていい心がけだ。
So Kurisu's the assistant. Oeka's Shining Finger. Suzuha is a part-time warrior. Everybody gets nicknames. Mayuri's the captive. Fucking Ferris. What I forget what the Ferris has any special designation. I think Luca's the apprentice. Daru the super hacker. The right-hand man.
岡部さんって頭おかしいでしょ。
Yeah, lots of people in this story need professional fucking help.
俺は岡部ではない。
あんたと話
He's
す
screaming it in public too.
それで電話レンジカッコ仮の話だったな。お前はあの実験の後、タイムマシンなど嘘だなどと悲痛な叫びを上げていた。過去のトラウマでも思い出したか？
おいこら、勝手に私にトラウマ設定をつけるな。
そう。
I think Rintaro's given her a decent amount of trauma to this point. How does he know what Arkansas is?
撃たれとらんわ。5歳の頃はまだバリバリ日本在住よ。っていうかなんでアーカンソーなのよ。
のどかな風景を思い浮かべたとき、最初に浮かんだ州の名はアーカンソーであり、次に浮かんだのがオレゴンだった。
I mean, Arkansas is remote, but it ain't fucking tranquil.
そこはユタじゃない？相対的に見てユタの方がぽくない？
Oh no, she's Mormon.
では答えよクリスティーナ。なぜあの時嘘だと言った？
別に確信があって言ったわけじゃない。単に信じたくなかっただけってロジックよ。とんでも科学は小説や映画の中だけで十分だわ。
とんでも科学だと？何をバカな。お前もはっきり見たはずだ。メールが過去へと飛んだあの現象を。バナナが瞬間移動したその瞬間を
見たけど、何かの間違いのはず。あるいは私たちが都合のいい解釈をしてるだけ。 ATF で言わなかった？タイムマシンは今の技術では夢物語よ。ましてやあんたたちみたいなお遊びサークルが電話と電子レンジをくっつけただけのガラクタでタイムトラベルを起こせるわけがない。
I mean, you make it sound so insignificant. Just stick a phone to a microwave and suddenly time travel.
だが実際に起きた。お前は自分自身の目で見たことを否定するのか？現実よりも理論こそが正しいというのか？ならば一生詭弁を浪して
Sophistry in word games. Okay.
言葉遊びってどういうこと？
量子論など 俺からしてみれば言葉遊びにしか見えないということだ。
ちょっとあんたね、現代物理学を否定する気？何様？
現象に対して素直になれ。起きたことが全てであり、起きていないこと、観測できていないことは全て仮説でしかない。
仮説を積み上げて理論が証明されたとき、それは本物になる。そうやって現代物理学は宇宙すべての
Okay, she's still insistent on doing things by the book here.
だが仮説が間違っている場合もある。かのアインシュタインでさえ間違えたことがあるのだ。
Was wrong once or twice.
間違いかもしれない。
Even Poncho, as unlikely as it is wrong on occasion, I must confess.
王様を気取っていなさい。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。失敗は成功のもとよ。
なるほど。いい反論だな。
Okay.
あくまで上から目線なのな。
ところでクリスティーナよ、俺は常々感じていた。物理学者には矛盾がある。
Huh.
矛盾？
Go on.
現実に起きていて、誰もが知っているが、未だ解明されておらず、物理学者も手をつけようとしない現象というものは確かに存在する。
Uh-huh.
それについてはどう思う？
例を挙げてもらわないとわからない。
例えば、幽霊。
オカルトかよ。
オカルトだからといって思考停止か？それはお前がたった今言ったことと矛盾するぞ。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。
You have to verify Casper.
幽霊を見る人間は確かに存在する。映像としても証拠が存在している。にもかかわらず、なぜ他の仮説をこねくり回し続けていられるのだ？
Where are the ghosts?
先行が違うわ。
解明されていない現象に先行もクソもあるまい。
そうだけど。
という。
Oh, you caved into him too quickly.
メールを送る現象もきちんと検証すべきだ。助手も力を貸すがいい。
嫌よ。
Kurisu gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual glare. So the genius girl really does hate me.
私はとんでも科学には手は出さない。父と同じ失敗は犯さない。
Huh?
父。
あんたの考えは口だけは立派だけど、学会じゃ通用しない。タイムトラベル理論を研究してるなんて言った日には干されるのがオチよ。
なぜそう言い切れる？
私の父がそうだった。
Kurisu grimaces.
物理学者の父はタイムマシンが大好きだった。ウェールズのタイムマシンに魅了され、
Oh, okay. We're good. We're getting some deep lore here.
でもそれにこだわりすぎたせいで学会からは追放に近い扱いを受けた。そんな父を見てき
And
た
that explains her apprehension.
タイムトラベル研究には関わりたくないの。
This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really pissed. I may have stepped on a landmine here. You think, buddy? You think? What do I do? If I get her any angrier, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little. Yeah, let's do that. But what should I say?
感情的になって。
She apologizes first. Christina's calm character saves me.
気にすることはない。
Oh, that's what you do if you want to set her off again.
とにかく電話レンジはタイムマシンなんかじゃない。メールの送受信は人の手で作られたシステムなんだから、そのシステムの範囲内で現象を説明できるはず。
Alright.
助手の考えは分かった。そこまでタイムマシンを嫌っているとはな。お前の反応はアレルギーに近い。
Is this you like pancakes so you hate waffles sort of deal?
無理にラボ面に誘って迷惑をかけたな。もう二度と来なくていい。
言われなくても来ない。
だがこれだけは伝えておく。クリスティーナよ。
クリスティーナって言うな。
ラボ面ナンバー004は永久欠番としておく。この番号は
Aw. How charitable.
お前のものだ。
I finished my speech and turned my back to Kurisu. I won't look back. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. It's kind of hard to walk like this. I hope I don't bump into anyone. Wait, am I even walking straight?
何かっこつけてんのよ。
My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards.
何をする。俺によるささやかな演出。後腐れのない別れのシーンを台無しにするとは。貴様それでも俺の助手か。
だから助手じゃないと言ったろうが。それにこっちにはまだ話があんのよ。
Damn it, her stubbornness has already returned.
この前は聞けなかったけど、私が刺されたってあんた言ってたわよね。それについての説明を要請する。
Ah, yes, the other real-life phenomenon that is yet to be explained.
あれは俺が見た幻だ。
Let's just leave it at that for now.
なんであんたの夢に私が出てくるの？
そんなことは知らん。それと夢ではなく幻だ。
It was an acid trip.
ドクター中鉢がどうとか言ってたけど、それは？
あの日ラジカンでドクター中鉢がタイムマシンの発表会をしていた。
発表会は中止になった。人工衛星が落ちたから。
そういうことになっているようだな。だが俺が見た幻では無事開催された。俺はそれをマイクと一緒に見に行ってお前に声をかけられたのだ。
私はナンパなんてしない。ましてやあんたみたいなバカに声はかけない。
Yeah.
だから
Made that
幻
part
だ
up.
ったと言っているだろう。いや、あるいは幻なのはこちらの世界なのかもな。だとしたら電話レンジカッコ仮の謎も解決だ。幻ならば物理法則を無視したことも起こり得る。
現実逃避？意外とチキンね。
仮説を提示したのだよ。物理学者お得意のな。
それで私は誰に刺されたの？もしかしてあんた？
I recall the sight of Kurisu collapsed in a puddle of blood. It sends shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of the blood.
俺が駆けつけた時にはすでにお前は血まみれで倒れていた。犯人は見なかった。
わからないな。なんで私が幻でとはいえ殺されなくちゃいけないのよ。恨みでもあるの？
全くない。その時点では俺とお前は一度だけ話したことがある程度のただの通りすがりの他人だった。
Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined, so strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I'd read in the magazine. Read in the magazine.
接点などほとんどなかった。故に俺はお前の死体を見た後、119番に通報することなくその場を後にしたのだ。
白状者。
何を望んでいる？過去に戻ってお前の死体を丁重に扱えと？そのためには電話レンジカッコ仮を使えるようにしなければな。
もういいわ。今後そんな幻見ないで。他人の夢の中ではね、
Just stop hallucinating.
殺されてると思って
Stop hallucinating so I can stop dying.
保証はできないな。それを実行するために24時間完璧に俺の脳内を監視しなければなるまい。
本当にあんたって ああ言えばこう言うわね。
But Kurisu shakes her head in exasperation and then turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grab Kurisu's slender shoulder from behind. First Kya of the game!
俺の話は終わっていない。
That's a thing she does.
が売ってるだろ。
別れのシーンを台無しにしたお返しだクリスティーナ。己の軽率な行動を恨むのだな。
はいはいわかりました。で何よ。
IBN5100 の件だ。
剣だとか言われても知らないわよ。何なの。
いや知らないのならさらばだ。もう二度と会うこともないだろう。
I turn my back to Kurisu. This time I'll make a perfect...
言いかけたまま
Oh, god damn it.
気持ち悪いでしょ。
She grabs my arm. Damn it, this is the second time!
IBN5000 何。
IBN5100 1975年発売のレトロ PC だ。今探している。
何に使うつもり。
Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity.
気になるか。
Come to the workshop. Kurisu quickly averts her eyes, but she doesn't let go of my arm.
気になるのだな。
少しだけよ。
Just a little.
ならば答えよう。IBN5100 はセルンの秘密につながっている。
セルン。
That CERN. Yes.
いかにも。そして我がラボが総力を挙げて調べたところによれば、セルンはタイムトラベルについて研究している痕跡がある。
Come, be astonished.
バカみたい。聞いて損した。
Kurisu gives me a cold glare, then lets go and starts walking away. This time, she's gone for good. Damn you! Just you watch. I will expose certain secrets if it's the last thing I do. Okay, let's take a bit of a breather here. Let's drop the shave here. Okay. And I'm going to take a bit of a break, get up, stretch, do a little bit more. I want to at least hit the 3-hour mark with this stream. So I'm going to take a little breather, and I'll let the dancing boys keep you company for a moment. BRB. Alright, let's continue. Let us continue. There we go. Put the headset back on. And swap scene. Alright, alright. We'll do a little more of this. Little more of this. The next day, I decide to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Finding an IBN 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radikan building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akiba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kinda silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. I mean, you didn't have a problem with all that screaming, all that chuny shit in public last time. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeepers even seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBN 5100. The ringing of my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper.
もしもし、俺だ。
マユシーで
Oh, hey.
直通回線でかけるなと言ったはずだ。盗聴されている可能性があるのだぞ。
He doesn't know what a phone tap is.
するなと言っている。それで、そちらの状況は？
オカリンオカリン、マユシーはオカリンが何言ってるか全くついていけないよ。
Yeah.
要するに何の用だと言っているのだ。
わかりにくい。
She's on her work break and wants to speak to you. Also, we can still see her dark eyebrows through her blonde wig.
ねえねえ、今どこにいるの？
作戦行動中だ。
たくさん子供中？
作戦行動中。
Executing the missus. Don't do that.
そっか、そうなんだ。でもマユシーはすごい話を聞いちゃったので。
Amazing.
有益な情報なら聞こう。
Well, your mileage may vary with that one.
待ってるからね。
Alright, to the May Queen we go.
おい、電話で話せ。おい、参り。なぜわざわざメイクインに行かねばならんのだ。
Oh, if we're going to the May Queen, I gotta see if I can remember how this was done. Okay. We can put that there. Okay, that's one. Let's see if we can get two of the same color this time. One for the other side. You got one for the other side for me? Like a black ear for the other side. You want to give me one? I'm scrambling here. I'm scrambling here. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I don't understand that shit. Okay, that's as good as we're going to get now. That's as good as that's going to get. Why do I have to go all the way to May Queen? I complain, but it's less than a 10-minute walk. Whatever, I haven't had lunch, so I guess I'll eat while I'm there. There's a handwritten sign outside May Queen that says, "Today's the Ferris Cup, Neon." Well, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Mayuri trots up to me in full maid regalia. She has a convenience store bag in hand. Oh, she wore the wig to the store. Okay. Then Mayuri takes out her pocket watch, Pockety. She checks the time. Mayuri squats next to the stairs. Part-time warrior. That's a secret. What do you think? If you get it right, I'll take you anywhere. Anywhere reachable by bicycle, that is. Take a guess, by the way, no hints. Okay, oh, okay, we killed that thread. Killed that one. Okay, she needs her calories first. She takes some fried chicken out of the convenience store bag as she speaks. The aroma of the chicken stirs my appetite. She skewers a piece of chicken on a toothpick and holds it out for me. Oh, does she make the airplane noises? So you can, you know, let it in as you open your mouth and eat the food.
店先でよくそんな真似ができるな。メイドとしての自覚が足らんぞ。自覚？お前はここでは椎名真由里ではなく、真由椎ニャンニャンなのだ。
You're gonna get your parasocial simps all hot and bothered.
なのに店先で俺に、はい、などということをするのは、この店を訪れるすべてのご主人様たちに対する裏切り行為とみなされるだろう。
I mean, I guess you do. I guess Rentaro would be the kind to care about kayfabe.
あ、そっか。あのね、マヨシーはあんまり深く考えてなかったよ。
With that said, I take the chicken off the toothpick by hand and throw it into my mouth. Mmm, delicious. Not as good as juicy chicken number 1, though.
それで、すごい話とは一体何だ？
あ、そうそう。あのね、IBN5100 の話な
の。まさか手がかりをつかんだのか？そうか、メイクインにあったんだな。これはなんというもう。
違うよ。あるわけ。
No, okay, it's not that easy. Damn, don't get my hopes up like that. Mayuri has a triumphant look on her face, but I don't see where this is going at all.
あのね、マヨシーはさっきバイト中に IBN5100 のことを思い出して店のみんなに聞いてみたんだ。
Yeah, if anyone would know shit about the ancient computers, it would be maid cafe employees.
最初はマッキーちゃんに聞いたんだけど、マッキーちゃんは PC には詳しくないんだって。それにね、リサリサちゃんは PC は PC でも最近のしか知らなくって、しかもマカーだし。
Oh, Lisa, like Lisa in the cult jam. She knows the latest, and she's a Mac head. Oh yeah, Mac users. Who needs them? I don't actually care what machine you're using to watch this. Use whatever works for you. I'm not gonna judge.
つまり
何
Yeah, she's a big enough weirdo to maybe know something.
あのね、レトロ PC マニアなんだって。
フェイリスが
That girl is seriously hardcore. I'd prefer to stay away from her if possible. But I'm really desperate for information. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ IBN5100 の手がかりをつかめそうだ。ああ、聞いて驚くな。フェイリスニャンニャンだ。あの猫娘か、レトロ PC に詳しいとはな。これは何か裏があると見るべきだろう。
Mm-hmm.
相変わらず人使いが荒いな。わかっている。今すぐ会いに行ってくる。もしも今日の20時までに連絡しなかったら、俺に構わずメイクインに襲撃をかけろ。
Commence the strike on the maid cafe.
全てはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。エルプサイコングル。
Okay. What are you gonna try to pull here, man? I put away my phone, grab another piece of chicken, and look up May Queen's window.
唐揚げ2個目はあげるって言ってないよ。
He just had to.
前よりよくやった。お前からの情報は有意義に。
Ah, motherfucker speaking with his mouth full.
唐揚げ。
ところで、そこの看板にあるフェイリス杯というのは何だ？
唐揚げ。
Mayuri is stuffing the remaining chicken into her mouth as fast as she can. There are tears in her eyes. Come on, it was just 2.
いや、もう得ないな。情報が少ないのが不安なところだが、これより突入を開始する。マユリはここで待っている。1時間以内に戻らなければ、すぐにここを離れて家に帰るんだ。わかったな。
マユシはこの後もバイトだから、そんなの無理だよ。
Yeah, we're in the middle. We're interrupting her shift. Anyway, let's leave Mayuri to her chicken and begin the approach.
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。
When I enter the cafe, it's usually occupied. When I enter the cafe, it's fully occupied, unlike usual.
にゃんにゃー。今日も参加するにゃ。今日はフェイリス杯なのにゃ。
Doesn't look like she plans to explain what that is. I take my phone out again.
俺だ。調べてもらいたいことがある。フェイリス杯について。何？フェイリスを自由にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルだと。どうやら俺はとんでもないところに来てしまったらしい。いや、問題ない。
Okay.
なんとか生き延びてみせる。
I'm not so sure about that, but, well, I hope it works out for you.
エルプサイコングル。
I put away my phone and turned to Ferris.
フェイリス杯とはバトルロイヤルなのだ。
違うにゃ。フェイリスを奴隷にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルにゃ。
Okay, okay.
みんないけないにゃ。フェイリスのために殺し合うなんて、そんなのダメなのにゃ。もうやめてにゃ。
Ferris starts crying and wriggling her body seductively. That's some pretty good acting, but of course no one here is killing anyone.
ジョーマお願いにゃ。みんなを止めてにゃ。
案ずるな。俺が止めるまでみんなおとなしく席についている。
Nevertheless, the atmosphere here is different. I sense bloodlust in the air.
マジな話、フェイリス杯とは何なのだ？
フェイリスとの勝負にゃ。フェイリスはみんなを同時に相手にするのにゃ。フェイリスを喜ばせてくれた人にはご褒美があるのにゃ。
I gulp and look at Ferris hard.
フェイリス、本気なのか？
Going at it with all these men at the same time? She's insane. No, she's a pro. A fang-like tooth peeks out from her glistening red lips. She's doing one of those. She's doing... We're doing another one of those. Actually, honestly, her lips don't even look that red from here. I can't even discern. I can see the little mouth drawn. I can't see anything that really looks like lips. Ferris approaches me. Her slender fingers touch my arm. You know, he comments a lot on, you know, touching women's hands and women touching him with their slender fingers. Her caress gives me goosebumps. It's a trick, man. It's a trick. She knows how touch-starved you are. I can't take my eyes off her. I've been entranced. This girl has the power to bend men to her will. I must resist. I shake her paws off. Phew, that was close. She has one hell of an evil eye. I barely escaped enticement, and only because I am the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma. Plus, he still has to do Daru and the Buttlier. Organizer. Ferris puts her hands over her ears, her real ears, not the cat ears. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Then she laughs mischievously. Has to participate. Use any method to obtain information. That's my current mission. I have to do it, so I have to do it no matter what lies ahead. Okay, one condition. I thrust my finger at the tip of Ferris's nose. We see a bridge, we don't see any nostrils. So what exactly is he pointing at? I prefer my women to have nostrils. That's just me, man. That's just me. She sticks a name tag onto my chest. The number 28 is written on it with round, girly numbers. I cautiously let Ferris lead me to the back of the cafe and finally learn what the customers are doing. Everyone's engrossed in some kind of card game. Card games on motorcycles. Now I remember, the other day Ferris said that she was doing a Rynet Access Battlers tournament. That's the Ferris Cup. If you win, you get to eat Ferris's home cooking or something like that. Tch, looks like Ferris tricked me. Save me, she said. Nya, she said. I knew she was not to be trifled with. You're just rehydrating, getting some water in my throat.
今にもセルンによって世界が支配されようとしているのに何をのんきな。
Come on, the man earned his damn
い
break.
るじゃん。
俺は別件できて巻き込まれたんだ。ライネットにもフェイリスの手料理にも興味はない。
The second those words leave my lips, I feel like everyone in the store is glaring at me. They want my blood. Come to think of it, the Ferris Cup was organized by Ferris, so it makes sense that only Ferris fans would participate. In other words, I'm the away team. Tch, I'm surrounded by enemies. But this is something I must do. This is one more step on my road to the IBN 5100. Okay, this is from Luca. I'd be happy to cook, but I'm afraid it might interfere with my shrine duties. Do you mind if I take some time to think it over? I was so deep in thought I didn't do any practice swings with Samidare. I was joking. Besides, if he wore a maid outfit at the lab, Daru would probably start hyperventilating, and, well, it wouldn't be pretty. Forget about it. Thank you for being truthful, Rentaro. Thank you for being truthful. Obtain information using any means necessary. With that mission in mind, I sit next to Daru and softly whisper to him.
オペレーションシグマ。
なんぞそれ。
手を組もうと言っている。俺たち二人がチームを組めば最強だろう。
最強じゃねえよ。むしろ弱体化するよ。オカリンはライネッターとして度がつくぐらいの初
Total
心者だろ。
noob.
俺にとってお前はまさに右腕。そんな心強い相棒がいてくれたのだ。もう怖いものはない。
Daru flashes his white teeth a grin. Flashes his white teeth in a grin, rather.
バラれたくないし。
貴様それでも仲間か。
It's like Lotto, you gotta be in it to win it.
この件に関しては敵。
Yeah, every man for himself.
何のためにお前をスパイとしてこの店に送り込んだと思っている。
送り込まれてねえし。僕は毎日フェイリスさんのブログをチェックしてるほどの純粋かつ熱狂的なファンであって。
Suddenly, the cafe's lights dim. A song starts playing. A somewhat solemn melody with sexy and powerful female vocals. I've heard this song a lot recently. Pretty sure it's the theme song to Rainet Kakaru. I think I got that right. Okay, drum roll.
みにゃさん、お待たせしたにゃん。ただいまよりフェイリス杯お昼の部を始めるにゃ。
Ferris appears in a spotlight. The previously peaceful audience instantly explodes in excitement. Everyone stands up and shouts in unison with their fists raised skyward. Ferris, nya nya nya, Ferris, nya nya nya. You get the idea. Ferris responds to the shouts of joy with a wave of her hand, and then clears her throat.
ルールは簡単。フェイリスがみんなと一人ずつライネットで勝負するにゃ。フェイリスは頑張って10人までなら同時にお相手できるのにゃ。ちなみにフェイリスに勝った人にはご褒美として手料理を作ってあげるにゃ。そんじゃみんな楽しんで勝負しようね。
Lots are drawn to determine the order we face Ferris. Seems like there are 28 participants, including me. Ferris will face 10 people at the same time, so she divides us into 3 rounds. Oh, she's taking on 10 at once! Like I said, the lady's a pro. I'm in the 3rd round.
うぼフェイリス強いよフェイリス。
Daru, a first-round participant, was insta-killed by Ferris. How weak. And he said I was going to be the burden. No. Maybe Ferris is just too strong. Rainet Access Battlers is similar to chess. There's a special board where you compete using pieces arranged in rows. The rules are fairly complicated, but basically the point of the game is to get your pieces into the enemy camp. Whoever gets the most pieces into the enemy camp wins. Faris is playing against 10 people at once. Fucking dork. She moves from table to table in a circle, taking one move at each before proceeding to the next. In Go, Shogi, and chess, this is called simultaneous exhibition. High-level players hold them to demonstrate their skill. And Faris does indeed seem to be highly skilled, just as Daru said. Yes, I'm sure she's well-versed at doing lots of simultaneous things. All 10 of the first-round participants are annihilated within 15 minutes. Damn you, Faris, don't get cocky. I lean back against the wall and silently watch the round 2 matches. Mayuri returns from her break with a drink in hand and whispers to me. Don't you mean global trend? Blend, so it's coffee? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm too boring for the children. I think they can find a better role model than me. Upa, as everyone knows, is Rynet's mascot character. These days, he's more popular than that electric yellow rat. Yeah, fuck you, Pikachu. I guess they're related in Mayuri's mind. She must be after those limited Upa plushies they give out to participants in official tournaments. You'll never become the strongest with such impure intentions, Mayuri. If that's the case, these faceless rabble participating in the Faris Cup are unworthy opponents. Just as expected, round 2 ends the same way as round 1. Nobody's even close to Faris's level. Yes, for these players, it's a regular Nyanmageddon. See, I can do the kitty puns too. A thick mood of defeat has already spread across the challengers. Some of them are even on their knees in shame. I stride to the front of the crowd. I nonchalantly meet Faris's questioning gaze. Uh-huh. He's a man with a plan and a canal. Panama. Operation Sweetside. A loud "Oh!" echoes from all around me. Those cruelly defeated by Faris entrust their hopes unto me, unto us all, the 8 round 3 participants. Avenge us, they say. I can feel their pain. It gives me strength. At first we were enemies, but now our hearts are joined against the indomitable might of Ferris.
京馬には自信があるのかな。
これまでに
Don't you mean up to purr?
無駄にません。
フェイですよ。約束は覚えている。この勝負が終わったらお前が知っている情報をすべて
すげえ、オカリンのやつ初めからフェイリスにがつき
おかり頑張れ
The crowd goes wild. They place their hopes on me. I slowly step up to the table.
5分。それまでに勝負は決するだろう。
そいじゃ3巡目始めるにゃ。ライネットアクセスバトラーズ。
She's gonna do it in 2. She's gonna beat everybody's ass in 2. Alright. It didn't even take 5 minutes.
オカリン弱すぎる。
Obviously, I've never played Rhinet Access Battlers before. There's no way I can win if I don't even know the rules. By the way, I'm not alone. All 8 of the third round contestants were blown out. And thus the tournament ends in total victory for Ferris.
マユシはがっかりなのです。
結局全部ハッタリだったん？作戦名 G バックって何だったんだよおい。
京馬はまるで自爆するみたいに突っ込んできたのにゃ。
Oh, come on. You're being a little harsh.
それってまさか。
そのまさかだ。
Oh, what is he going on about now? I leap onto a chair and strike an awesome pose, bathing the losers below me in scorn. Why the long faces, men?
作戦名 G バックとはすなわち自爆に等しい突撃を仕掛けること。
Oh, okay.
どう見てもダジャレです。本当にありがとうございました。
I don't know the rules. What else could I do?
でもなんで京馬は負けたのにそんなに偉そうなのにゃ。
Made kitty litter out of us.
まだ気づかないのかフェイリスニャンニャン。俺にとってこの戦い勝ち負けなどどうでもよかったのだ。
どういうことかにゃ。
俺がお前に提示した情報を覚えているか。
フェイリスが負けたら情報をすべて話す。
違うな。間違っているぞフェイリス。俺は勝負した暁にはお前が
Okay. Didn't even have to win. Just had to show up to the match. Just had to show up.
だ。わかるかフェイリス。
Yeah, because showing up is half the battle.
俺は一言もお前に勝ったらとは言っていない。この作戦は俺だからこそできたこと。この場にいる誰もがフェイリスの手作り料理。
Buddy, I'm not sure.
勝つことにこだわりすぎていた。
I'm not sure this is the flex you think it is.
だが俺は違った。フェイリスの手料理などには全く興味はなかった。
Well, that's a little mean. That's a little shady, man. Alright, are you done? Are you done wanking off in front of everyone? Are you done, bro? My laughter echoes throughout the cafe. Everyone is staring at me in disbelief. Mayuri's the only one to applaud. I mean, look, she's easy to impress.
来たね。
頭脳的作戦といえ、これぞオペレーション G バックだ。
I get off the chair and walk to Ferris. I get slapped with a lifetime ban from May Queen.
さあフェイリス、答えて。 IBN5100 はどこにある？
にゃ IBN5100?
Yeah, ¿dónde?
しらばっくれても無駄だ。
¿Dónde está?
俺は確かな筋から情報を得ているのだ。
Remember that image of the IBN 5100 Shining Finger sent me? I bring it up on my phone and show it to Ferris.
お前が IBN5100 について知っているのは間違いない。
にゃそんな小難しい名前言われてもさっぱりにゃ。この写真の PC はどっかで見たことあるような気もするんやけど。
どういうことだ？お前はレトロ PC に詳しいのだろ？前よりがそう言っていたぞ。
うわ、情報源明かしてるし。
はーい、マユシーが確かな筋でーす。詳しくはないにゃ。うちのパパが集めてたから今も家の倉庫にたくさんしまってあるけど。
Oh, okay, so her father's the computer expert. Father is the tech guy.
つまりそこに IBN5100 が眠っているのだな。では今すぐ案内してもらおう。
それは無理にゃ。
Huh?
なぜだ？
Ferris puts on a bewitching smile.
あそこはフェイリス家にとっての聖域なのにゃ。
The Ferris clan sanctuary. The Ferris clan?
入ることができるのは猫耳を持つフェイリス家の娘で巫女の修行を積んだ者だけにゃ。
Those who pursue the knowledge of the Meow Miko.
つまりフェイリス以外は誰も入れないのにゃ。
Falls off to everybody but
もし無理に入ろうと
Ferris.
すれば犬耳が生えてしまうにゃ。
そんなわけなかろうが。何が犬耳だ？
Well, like River Cuomo's once sang, "If I'm a dog, then you're a bitch."
ほんとなのにゃ。フェイリス嘘は言ってないのにゃ。
Like literally that kind of tale. We can infer that from her speaking. She suddenly starts acting like a scared little cat girl. Instantly, the air is changed with malice. I find myself surrounded by 27 Ferris fans, each glaring at me with bloodshot eyes.
卑怯だぞフェイリス。信者たちを味方につけたか。
フェイリスは本当のことしか言ってないにゃ。
The defeated are now under Ferris's complete control. They approach at a shuffle, muttering foul prayers to their cat goddess. You made Ferris cry. I'll never forgive you, never. Ferris is my wife. Cat ears are justice. I want to chew on those cat ears. Ferris Tan. Ha ha. I want to lick Ferris's feet. I want her to step on me hard. Crap. These guys are serious. I need the information Ferris possesses, but I'm at too great a disadvantage now to press the attack. And then there's my personal weakness to Ferris's powers. At this rate, I might be assimilated into the Ferris cult. What do I do? I cry out and seize my right wrist.
こんな時に目覚めるんじゃない。
He's gotten carpal tunnel in his wanking hand again. My right hand trembles. I show agony on my face as I try to desperately control the trembling.
今日もまさか RS ライネットアンチシステムがにゃからあれほどライネットはやっちゃダメだと。
What? Where did that come from? I ignore Ferris and stagger towards the exit. Her worshippers let me pass. It feels as if everyone is giving me cold stares, but I don't have the time to check and make sure. I throw myself out the door and into the open air.
くそ。結局何も収穫がなかったか。
Hold on. Okay, it's okay. I had to take care of had to take care of an unwanted visitor. Just give me a second. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yeah, saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I needed to deal with it. There. There. We're all good again. Yes, we have left empty-handed. That happens sometimes. Oh, the throbbing in my right arm settles as soon as I leave the cafe. How convenient for you. I guess I'll ask Daru or Mayuri about Faris some other way. Feels as if all my exhaustion has caught up with me. And to make matters worse, it's boiling hot today. The sun's getting stronger as we enter August. Fed up with the heat, I wipe the sweat off my brow. Mayuri chases after me. She's smiling and waving at me, but her speed is clearly faster than mine.
どうした？フェイリス杯はもうお開きになったのか？
ちょっぴり抜けてきたの。この後はね、フェリスちゃんとご歓談タイムだよ。それよりね、さっきの IBN5100 の話だけど、フェリスちゃんにもう一度写真を見せて聞いてみたんだ。
いい働きだ、マユリ。どことの脳なしスーパーハッカーとは思
Good
っちゃう
job.
な。それで
フェリスちゃんが言うにはね、それは小学生になるかならないかの頃だったらしいんだけどね。
Back when she was just a babby kitten.
フェリスちゃんはブルブル震えながら執事の黒木さんに手をつながれて、
前置きが長い。頼むから要点だけを話してくれ。
つまりね、お父さんのレトロ PC コレクションの一つを神社に奉納したことがあるんだって。その PC に似てるって言ってたよ。
神社だと？
Why would you do that? That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related.
どこの神社だ？
Mayuri tilts her head in confusion.
さあ、どこだろうね。
You didn't ask her?
まあいい。悪くないヒントだ。
The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda Moijin and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Faris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start.
よし、マユリは引き続き諜報活動に精を出せ。
情報？
わからないなら理解しなくていい。じゃあな。
オカリン、バイバイ。
Instead of returning to work, she keeps waving to me until I've vanished from sight. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. Probably not there either, but I have to try.
誰だ？
Oh, did she finally decide to call? What? All I can hear is noise. Wrong number? No, maybe.
機関だな。警告のつもりか。これ以上セルに手を出すなと言いたいのか。
Oh, simmer down.
は？
Huh? That's a woman's voice. And she clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about.
機関の人間ではないのか。
違うわよ。マキセです。
Oh, how the fuck she get my number?
マッキーセ？
Who? I think I remember this voice from somewhere.
悪いが思い出せない。どこで出会ったのか教えてくれ。パリかロンドンか。
秋葉原よ。つい昨日もあったろうが。
yesterday. Makise, Makise.
おお、助手。
助手じゃない、マキセ・クリス。
クリスティーナと言ってくれないとわからないではないか。
クリスティーナでもねえよ。何度言わせんのよ。
お前は相変わらずキャンキャンとうるさいな。
誰のせいだ、誰の。
ちょっと待て。お前、なぜ俺の電話番号を知っている？
Yeah. Something's not right here. It's not like Kurisu's free of suspicion. She could still be a spy.
橋田さんに教えてもらったの。
なんだ、つまらんオチだな。それで、どうかしたのか、助手。
Yeah, Daru ratted hit your ass out to her.
ドローが。反論するのも馬鹿らしくなってきた。あんた今どこ？
柳林神社に向かっているところだが。
そう。じゃあね。
あ。え？あ？
Yeah, just disconnected.
嫌がらせか？嫌がらせなのか？
How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that just because she was published in a major journal.
サイエンス誌に論文が載ったからなんだというのだ。
いきなり何よ。
When I arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, I find my assistant. I went too fast. Find my assistant waiting there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual frown.
さっきの電話はなんだ？
あんたの居場所を聞いただけ。それでここに向かってるって言うから来た。
誰も呼んでいないのだが。
Mm-hmm.
私も呼ばれた覚えはない。
Why is she always in such a bad mood?
なぜ俺に会いに来た？
会いたくて会いに来たんじゃないから。勘違いしないで。
She just keeps those abusive words coming.
昨日、別れ際に言われたことが気になって。
何のことだ？
IBN5100。それに、セルン。
貴様、機関ではなくセルンのスパイだったか。この俺を殺しに来たのだな。そんなことだろうと思っていた。いかにも人を殺しそうな顔をしているからな。
どんな顔よ、失礼だな。あんた、少しは落ち着いたら？いつもふざけたことばかり言って、とても私より年上には見えない。
落ち着くか。お前にはわかるまい。常に身の危機にさらされ、逃亡に次ぐ逃亡を重ねてきた。これまでの俺の人生。
Oh, actually, we're not in the cafe anymore. I can get rid of these things. Let's get rid of these. Alright. You can come back up.
そんなヨタ話は全くわからない。
俺に喧嘩を売りに来たのか？
IBN5100 とセルンって組み合わせに興味が湧いただけよ。
そうではなく、お前が興味を持ったのはセルンでタイムマシン研究が行われていることだろ？素直になれ。
うるさいな。タイムマシンになんか興味ないわよ。それより IBN5100 は見つかったの？
それを確かめに来た。
Kurisu looks up at Yanabayashi Shrine's small archway.
神社に？
そうだ。
Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful boy dressed in Miko garb appears from the nearby shrine office, holding a bamboo broom.
京馬さん。
Another Luca segment.
ルカ子よ。お前、例のものはどうした？
妖刀さみだれのことですか？
常に携帯しろと言っておいたはずだ。
すみません。でも掃き掃除の時は邪魔になるので。
Yeah, getting in the way of doing actual work.
掃き掃除の最中に乗っ取られたらどうするつもりだ。誰も助けてはくれんぞ。
そうですね。以後気をつけます。
Mm-hmm.
ねえ、さっきから二人で何の話をしてるのよ。
Lukaku finally notices Kurisu and gives me a puzzled look.
こちらの方は
助手だ。
違うわよ。てか何よその適当な紹介の仕方は。
So we've got the assistant and the apprentice on the same screen.
俺は事実を述べたまでだ、クリスティーナ。
日本の方じゃないんですか？
日本の方です。
それよりルカ子、お前の父上と話を。
待て、紹介しなさいよ、ちゃんと。
紹介されたいのか？ちゃんと？
この状況で紹介されない方が不自然だろうが。
Well, there's Kurisu's idea of properly, and then Rintaro's idea of properly.
俺はお前をルカ子に紹介するためにここに来たのではない。
紹介するぐらい10秒もかからないのに、あくまで拒否するんか、あんたは。
喧嘩は。
Lukaku's flustered. Looks like he thinks we're fighting.
こいつはマキセ・クリス、助手だ。
うん、もういい。もう助手でいい。
See, that wasn't so hard.
マキセさん、漆原ルカです。
Okay, good, we got that all cleared up.
おいくつなの？
今年で17です。
私の1個下か。
そうなんですか？マキセさん。
So I guess in terms of ages
違いには見えない。
of everyone we've seen so far, who would be the oldest? I guess Moeko would be the oldest. She's like 20-something. Then Daru, then Rintaro, then Makise and Suzuha. They're both 18. Then we've got 17-year-old Luca here. Then they did say that Mayuri and Ferris were the same age. Okay, I think I see how the age breakdown works here.
つまり老け顔ということだ。
Oh, come on. She glares at me.
違います。綺麗だっていう意味ですから。
サンクス。あなたはとても可愛らしいと思うわ。
But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. The shock from learning the truth might be enough to make her go back to America.
くだらん社交辞令は終わったか？
いちいち言い方がムカつくわね。
ならばルカ子よ、お前の父上とお話ししたい。呼んできてはくれまいか？
Like a meeting with Dad.
はい、いいですけど、お父さんにお話って。
これは人類の未来に関わる重大な要件だ。
人類の
未来？
Of Mick Foley.
呼んで
For the good of Mick Foley. Lukaku races into the shrine office. He believes just about everything I say. He's really easy to deal with, unlike my rebellious assistant.
やだ。風邪ひいたかな。
Kurisu's sniffling should keep her too occupied to scold me for a while. Lukaku's father soon appears. Lukaku is pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him. Oh, he actually does get a sprite. Does get an image.
転んでしまうよ。
人類の未来がかかっているんだよ。
そうか。それは大変だな。
I don't think he's taking it too seriously. I've met Lukako's father before several times. He's a gentle, respectable adult with the exception of how he raised Lukako. Apparently, the reason Lukako wears Miko garb is because his father requested it. Maybe his dad's a pervert? No, it's not like I mean to mock the Shinto priesthood or anything like that.
いやあ、法院君、久しぶり。
It was hard to find maidens to work in the area, so he settled for his kid. Now let me scan the carpets again. Don't see anything else scurrying about, so we should be good.
いえ、こちらこそ。
彼の名前は法王院じゃなくて岡部ですよ。
え、そうなのですか？
ジョッシュ、話がややこしくなるから喋るな。
事実を言っただけじゃない。
Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? What did she come here for?
ルカから法院君だと聞かされていたから、すっかりそう信じていたが、いやー、もしかしてこれは
It's a big old funny joke, big old barrel of laughs.
お父さん、そうじゃなくて、岡部さんは本名で法王院という名前は
俺は法院です。
岡部倫太郎って親がつけてくれた名前でしょ。それを否定するの？
いいから黙れ、ザゾンビ。
誰がゾンビだ。
仲が良くていいですね。
Oh, you wacky kids. Luca's dad looks at Kurisu.
あなたもルカのお友達ですか？これからもルカと仲良くしてやってくださいね。
私は
この子は見ての。
Then can we ask about the computer? Yeah, delicate child. Yes, understood. No, actually, Luca. Despite all initial appearances, despite all outward appearances, Luca is actually tougher than any of us realize. Especially in by the time we get to Elite. Not Elite, but oh, the other one. Steins Gate 0. Kurisu looks like she's going to cry for some reason. What's wrong? Is she upset that Luca's father assumes she's a friend? Kurisu notices my stare and quickly turns away.
それで法院君、私に何か用事だとか。
That's right, this is no time for idle chatter. This meeting will shape the curse of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. I explained to Lukako's father how I need the IBM 5100. And then I asked him if that retro PC was donated to Yanabayashi Shrine. Of course, I don't disclose any classified information like how we plan to hack CERN or how this is all related to the time machine research.
奉納という言い方がふさわしいかどうかはわかりませんが、この神社には確かに9年ほど前に預けられた古い PC がありますよ。
No way, really?
それだ。それに間違いないです。
ちょっと待っていてください。今持ってきましょう。
I just handed it over like that. Lukako's father comes back in about 10 minutes. His face is bright red and he's carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady. I wonder if he'll be okay. Help him, you prick.
探すのに手こずってしまいました。おそらくこれだと思います。
Luca's dad places the box onto the ground and takes a deep breath as he rubs his back. Was it that heavy? I thank him and take a look inside.
これが IBN5100。
Inside is a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compare it to the IBN 5100 image I got from Shining Finger. They look very similar.
ここを見てください。
Lukako points out to the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. Before the invention of the floppy disk, data was stored on magnetic cassette tapes. Specialized drives to read those tapes were the norm for computers in the 1970s. I've had cassette tapes. I've never stuck a cassette tape into a computer. I think by the time baby me was playing with computers, we had, it was the various floppy disks that I remember seeing for the first time. When my first interaction with computers were floppy disk related. It says IBN 51 portable computer. Wahahahahaha.
我ついに秋葉の都市伝説を解明せる。
This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. It's in excellent condition. There's only a thin layer of dust on it. But it looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now, the problem is whether Lukako's father will lend it to me.
漆原氏、担当直入にお聞きしたいのですが、この PC を貸してもらうことは。
Take the computer. Ah!
そんなあっさりと。
Simple enough. Is it okay for a priest just to lend property out like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? I've never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse.
これを私どもに預けた方から当時言われたのですよ。
What did the owner
い
say?
つかこのパソコンをどうしても必要だとする若者が現れるから、
Okay.
その時は快く貸してもらって構わないとね。 まさか本当にこうして現れるとは思いませんでしたよ。というか、私もそのことづてのことはついさっきまで忘れていたぐらいです。ですから、これは法王院君にお貸ししましょう。ただし、使い終わったら必ず返してくださいね。
はい。
Yeah, just give it back.
ありがとうございます。
Just give it back when you're done. I bow deeply, but in my heart I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Now certain secrets will be laid bare. We can expose their wicked research and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then, I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now, I have to get the IBN 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. Well, you live in Tokyo. Most people are accustomed to walking everywhere. Same goes for my assistant.
アメリカでは16歳から普通免許を取れるというではないか。にもかかわらず持っていないのか。
She doesn't have enough of a budget to rent a car here.
何よ、悪い？向こうじゃ研究漬けだったのよ。
She researches. She doesn't need to drive.
あんたを見てるとそうとも思えないけど、むしろ私の方がよっぽど有意義な過ごし方してると思う。
Okay, valid. Touche.
喧嘩は良くないです。
Lukako's flustered again.
ルカコ、今日は助かった。改めて父上には礼を言っておいてくれ。
Luka's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Lukako nods.
あなたのお父さん、素敵な人ね。
Your dad is the MVP here. Lukako and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words. Is she like... Alright.
お父さんは結婚してまして
No, she didn't mean it like that. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean it like that.
よくないです。
Kiddo, you got a wild imagination.
はい。
そうか、助手よ。お前は親父好きだったか。
待った。二人とも勘違いするな。そういう意味じゃない。
お父さんは渡せません。
I don't think your father was yours to be giving up in the first place.
私が言ったのは
Don't you cry tonight. I still love you, baby. Don't you cry tonight. Don't you cry tonight. There's a heaven above you, baby. Don't you cry tonight.
だから泣かないでよ。誤解が解けたならもうそれでいい。
Yes, we have reached our appropriate resolution.
心の奥底では
Oh, cut it.
募る思いが。
ねえよ。
Christina turns away. I decide to leave it at that. Angering her any further could lead to violence.
ルカ子、さみだれでの素振りを忘れるなよ。
頑張ります。L サイこんがり。
Close enough, close enough.
コングルーだ。いい加減覚えろ。
I wouldn't be so picky about it if I were in that situation.
すみません。
ちょっとあんた、女の子をいじめるなんて最低じゃない？
I wouldn't know. Lucarco is a guy. I ignore Christina and lift up the box with the IBN 5100 inside. I can barely get it off the ground. I put it down for now. Now I know why Luca's dad was red in the face when he brought this thing in.
そんなに重いんですか？
なんじゃくね。CRT のモニタぐらいの大きさなのに。
ならばお前が持ってみるがいい。俺の言葉が間違いではないとわかるはずだ。
Kurisu sighs, grabs both ends of the cardboard box, and lifts. She strains with all her might, but gives up without lifting it even a centimeter.
すごく重いです。
She blushes slightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong competitive spirit.
30キロくらいあるんじゃない？これ。
I don't know what 30 kilos is.
漆原さん、この神社に台車ない？
あるんですけど、実は壊れちゃってて。
Ah,
すみません。
darn.
そう。他に借りられそうなところは？
いや、台車は必要ない。
だったらどうやって持って帰るの？ここからあんたのボロラボまで歩くと10分くらいかかるわよ。
一人では重すぎてきついかもしれないが、二人ならば別だ。俺とお前で持っていけばいい。そのための助手だろう。
このためなのか。まあ、二人で運ぶならなんとかなるかもね。だが断る。
え？
Yep, hard no there.
断るって言ったのよ。
と言ったか。
うるさいな。
Okay, now he's picking up on her Channerisms. Yeah, but I refuse, as a famous manga quote, could Kurisu be a channeler?
私は
Channeler.
知識を貸すってことでラボ面にさせられたのよ。よってこの場合、次の回を導ける。力仕事は無理。
そうか。では仕方ない。とりあえず俺は頑張って運ぶつもりだが。
I glance at Lukako. He twitches when he notices my look, then timidly raises his hand with tears in his eyes.
じゃあ僕が
Get in the robot, Shinji. Pick up the fucking box, Kurisu. That's what's happening here.
漆原さんは大丈夫なの？
はい頑張ります
Oh, that's exactly what's happening.
いや、ルカ子。お前に手伝わせるわけにはいかん。俺が一人で。
Oh, we got a little bit of a manipulation going on here.
いえそんな遠慮しないでください僕岡部さん
We can't let Rei endanger herself again, and we can't let Luca endanger himself here.
いや、俺が一人で。
僕も手伝います
じゃあ、私も。
どうぞどうぞ。知らなかったのかクリスティーナ。これこそがジャパニーズギャグというものだ。
Yeah, we're a fucking asshole.
協力ご苦労。というわけで、この PC は俺と助手で運ぶから、お前は手伝わなくてもいいぞ。こういう。
Yeah, Luca, you've done your part.
はいそういうことでしたら
さあ、助手。自分から立候補した以上、もう拒否することは許さんぞ。持て。
はいはい。
Kurisu and I lift up the cardboard box. The burden's considerably easier when distributed between two people.
なんで私たちお見合い状態なわけ？
So moving that's probably got to be really awkward. We're positioned so that we're looking at each other. But there's no other way to hold it, so what can you do?
いいから行くぞ。
I start to walk out of the shrine.
なんだ、うるさいやつだな。
あんたね、前に進まないでよ。私が後ろ歩きしなくちゃいけないでしょ。横に動きなさい。
Sideways, okay.
いいからキビキビ動け、助手。
Am I going too fast?
後ろ歩きはさすがに無理。
助手ならばできるはずだ。
期待してくれてどうも。でも無理。横歩きに変更求む。通過しろ。変更しろ。転んじゃうから。
Don't want to drop your computer. Okay. Okay, we've, let's see, 3.5 hours. I think that's good enough for tonight. I think that's good enough. We're already after midnight. I think it's cool. Should be cool if we call it a stream here. We're probably close to the end of Chapter 2. So the next time we go live, the next time we do this, probably finish up Chapter 2 and get into the meat of Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is like the last sort of chapter before shit really starts to pop off. So I appreciate everyone who dropped by, lurked, chatted, etc. etc. Glad you spent your time here with yours truly. So let me take a quick look. It's a little later than I usually stay out for. Okay, how about this? How about this? Okay. You know what? Okay, how about this? How about this? I know he's been going for over 4 hours, but retro perspective, it's his streamerversary. He's playing Klonoa 2. Hey, we I streamed a little bit of that a little while ago. Looks like he's pretty far in. But I guess we'll be going into his direction, tell him I said hi. And if I got time tomorrow, I might do another one of these tomorrow, once I, take care of laundry and food and things like that. So yeah, that'll do it. And until next time, everybody, until next time, this is Poncho Smith signing off. And as always, good night, and good luck, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later.